What would you do if the woman you trusted with your life told you she ate alone, but the receipt in your hand proved she didn't? It was 2:17 a.m. in our apartment in Chicago, the kind of silence that hums in your ears. Her phone screen had gone dark on the nightstand, but the glow from the streetlight outside painted just enough light for me to see the folded paper peeking out of her purse. I wasn't snooping. I swear I wasn't. I was just looking for a pen. That's what I told myself. 2 receipts. Same night. Same time. 2 different restaurants. And one of them wasn't anywhere near where she said she'd been. I stared at the ink like it might rearrange itself into something innocent. It didn't, because one of those dinners wasn't meant for me. And that's when I heard her voice behind me. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. You going through my stuff now? She said, her tone flat, cold, like I was the one who'd crossed a line. I turned slowly, the receipt still in my hand. You said you ate at home that night. She didn't even blink. I changed my mind. So what? So what? I laughed, but it came out wrong. Too sharp, too desperate. 2 dinners, Emily. Same time. You cloned yourself or something. She walked past me like I was a chair. You're being dramatic. That was the first time I felt it. Not suspicion, not even anger. Humiliation. Like I was already the joke, and everyone else had heard the punchline except me. Over the next few weeks, things shifted. Or maybe they'd already shifted, and I was just finally seeing it. She started locking her phone. New password. Late nights at work. Showering the second she got home. Laughing at texts she wouldn't show me. I remember one night in particular. She was sitting on the couch, legs crossed, smiling at her screen. I sat down next to her, close enough to feel the warmth of her skin. Who's making you smile like that? I asked. No one, she said, turning the phone face down instantly. No one. I started noticing everything after that. The way she angled her screen away from me. The way she'd step onto the balcony to take calls. The way she stopped touching me altogether. Not just physically, emotionally too. Like I'd become background noise in my own life. One evening, I followed her. I didn't plan it. It just happened. She said she was meeting a coworker for drinks near Wicker Park. I waited 10 minutes, grabbed my keys, and kept my distance. She didn't go to Wicker Park. She parked near a quiet street off Milwaukee Avenue. There was a small Italian place there, dim lighting, intimate, the kind of place you don't go with coworkers. I watched from across the street as she walked in. And then I saw him. He was already inside, standing to greet her like he'd been waiting. Tall, confident, that smug kind of calm that comes from thinking you're untouchable. He kissed her, not on the cheek, on the mouth, like it was normal, like I didn't exist. I don't remember driving home. I don't remember breathing. I just remember sitting in the dark afterward, staring at the wall while something inside me quietly broke. That night, I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. I didn't cry, because something else had taken its place. Clarity. If she thought I was stupid, I was going to let her keep thinking that. I started documenting everything. Receipts, screenshots, call logs. I got access to our phone records. Found the number she texted the most. Registered it under a fake contact and started tracking it. His name was Daniel Mercer. Married. Of course he was. I dug deeper. Found his social media. His wife. Their house in Naperville. Their perfect little life. And suddenly, I realized something. I wasn't the only one being betrayed. Weeks turned into months. I played the role perfectly. Smiling. Nodding. Acting like everything was fine. While behind the scenes, I built a case so airtight it could suffocate them both. I hired a private investigator. Got photos. Videos. Hotel bookings. There was one in particular, the Langham, downtown Chicago. Room 1708. I still remember the timestamp. Because that was the night she told me she was visiting her sister. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I called a lawyer. Then I called Daniel's wife. Her name was Claire. I didn't tell her everything at first. Just enough. There was a long silence on the phone. Then she said, "Prove it." So I did. We met 2 days later in a quiet diner off West Randolph Street. I slid the envelope across the table. She opened it. Her hand started shaking before she even finished. "I had no idea," she whispered. "Neither did I said. We sat there in silence, 2 strangers connected by the same betrayal. Then she looked up at me. "What do we do?" I leaned back, and for the first time in months, I smiled. "We don't confront them," I said. "We expose them. The plan took weeks. We coordinated everything. Timing, locations, witnesses. Emily thought she was going to a small dinner party hosted by one of her friends. Daniel thought it was just another night. They both walked into that restaurant smiling, confident, untouchable, until they saw who was sitting at the table. Me, Claire, and both of our lawyers. Emily froze. Daniel went pale. "What is this?" Emily asked, her voice already cracking. I slid the folder across the table. "Dinner," I said calmly. "Thought you'd enjoy this one." She opened it. Every receipt, every photo, every message, laid out like a map of her betrayal. This isn't," she started. "Don't," I said, cutting her off. "Just don't." Claire stood up, her eyes locked on Daniel. "I trusted you." Daniel didn't say a word. He couldn't, because there was nothing left to say. The fallout was surgical. Divorce papers were filed that week. Assets frozen. Infidelity clauses triggered. Emily lost everything. The apartment, the savings, her reputation. Word spread fast. Friends, family, co-workers. No one wanted anything to do with her. Daniel's life collapsed too. Claire took him for everything he had. His job didn't survive the scandal. Neither did his marriage. As for me, I moved out. Got a smaller place near Lakeview. Quiet, clean, empty. Sometimes, late at night, I think about that moment. The receipts in my hand. The way everything started unraveling from something so small. People always think betrayal is loud. It's not. It's quiet. It's subtle. It's hidden in little things until it isn't. The last time I saw Emily, she looked smaller somehow. Not physically, just diminished. Like the world had finally shown her exactly what she was worth. She tried to say something. An apology, maybe. I didn't stay to hear it. Because some endings don't need words. They just need silence. And distance. And the understanding that some people don't lose you. They lose themselves. I walked away without looking back. Because the truth is, she didn't break my life. She revealed exactly who deserved to be removed from it. The end.